Okay, I've started the recording. We can
I'll
start.
start? Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. A glitzy Sunday evening we have been waiting for quite a long time has finally dawned, bringing in a plethora of laughter, thrill, excitement, and entertainment as the show advances with remarkable performances by some renowned stand up comedians ready to bring in sensation, followed by a fun learning and interactive stand up comedy improv hosted by Toastmaster Ravi, making your evening unforgettable and special. A good evening to one and all present here. Toastmasters Club of Pune-West takes pleasure to welcome you all to our event, Laugh Out Loud. As said rightly, a little more laughter, a little less worry. Today's stand up comedy performances will take you to a world of laughter and celebration. I shall now state the club's mission, which is we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. To ensure peaceful conduct of the meeting, there are a few rules we shall follow. First, keep your videos on if possible. This would encourage the speakers. Second, applaud loudly when a person comes to stage. Please take into notice that this is a light-hearted program intended for entertainment or recreational purposes only. All characters, locations, events, cultures, religions are purely fictitious in nature, and any resemblance bearing to the above is mere coincidence and has no connection whatsoever to reality. This event does not intend to hurt, discredit, or demean the feelings of any person, caste, community, religion, political party, or any section of the society. Now, I would like to introduce the master of ceremony for today. He is someone who makes stunning website development and amazing result oriented digital marketing in his firm, Swaroop Web Solutions. With huge applause, please help me welcome Vice President of Education and incoming President for Bibbewadi Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Saurabh.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shruti, for that wonderful introduction. Are you all thinking that this is a stand up comedy event and so should you stand or sit and watch? Not to worry. You can sit and relax for watching the event. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Toastmasters and distinguished Toastmasters, and my dear guest. My name is Toastmaster Saurabh Gandhi, and I will be your host and host for today's evening. Rather, I can say the funniest evening. The today's event is divided into the three parts. We will have first four stand-up comedians, then a workshop by Toastmaster Ravi, and then three stand-up comedy performers. We will make your weekend amazing with laughter. Tie your seats, tie your seat belts as we are departing towards our event. Swapnil, do you know DTM Shamu and his family?
Who is DTM Shamu and his family?
DTM Shamu Swapnil, he is my friend and he has all his leaders in his family. People have RBC means red blood cells and WBC means white blood cells. But he and his family has TMLC. Do you know what is TMLC? TMLC is Toastmasters Leadership Cells. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for someone to speak up at our stand up. Before I shut up, Zoom Master, let the screen be up for our next contestant. Please help me welcome someone who is working as a learning consultant at Mindtickle Pune. He loves to cook and create memes. With a huge round of applause, please help me welcome guest Harshad. Title of his speech is Vocal for Local. Vocal for Local. Guest Harshad. Over to you.
Yeah. Thanks. Toastmaster Saurabh. And thanks for rubbing it in my face that I'm a guest and I have not renewed my membership. Not really required, but hey, it's my fault. Okay, I have not renewed my membership. But I must admit, when Saurabh introduced me as a guest, it was a little painful. Right? I'm not used to being addressed as guest in a Toastmasters event. Right? So I'm little hurt, right? But Toastmasters has taught us to be positive. So let me just look at the positives of it, right? It's actually better that I'm not a Toastmaster at this event right now because I don't need to follow all the Toastmasters etiquettes, right? I don't need to have all the unnecessary energy and facial expressions and body language while giving my speech. I just need to read out from my notes. I literally have them open in front of me and I just need to read out from them and be natural, right? So, hey, advantage of being a non Toastmaster. But I must admit, when you're no longer a Toastmaster and asked to speak in a Toastmasters event, it doesn't give the same satisfaction as a speaker, right? It's like drinking breezer with the pretext of consuming alcohol. Technically, you are consuming alcohol, but hey, you are never going to get high drinking a breezer, right? Sniffing a vodka will probably give you more alcohol than drinking a bottle of beer. I'm sorry, a bottle of breezer, or eating veg biryani. See, technically, again, you're eating biryani, but deep down inside, you know that you're just fooling yourself because there's no such thing as veg biryani. Or people who live in Pimpri Chinchwad area and call themselves Punekars. Come on. I mean, technically, you are still in Pune, but hey, if you're living in Pimpri Chinchwad, you are not really a Punekar. I am sorry. I guess things are life is like that. Right? I miss being a Toastmaster, but there's something more deepening that I miss, right? And I just let me show you what I'm trying to say, right? And it's really hard than missing or being in Toastmaster, and it's best if you see it yourself. Mumbai locals. Okay, give me a thumbs up, right? How many of you have traveled in Mumbai locals? Let's see. Good, good. I see some people have that. That's good. That makes things easier for me. Otherwise, it would have been a complete flop show. Mumbai locals are epic, right? The first time I traveled in the Mumbai local when I moved there for a job, right? And Mumbai, there are so many people in Mumbai. I see some international friends over here. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you have ever visited Mumbai. You have. Aren't there so many of us? They say Mumbai is a city that never sleeps. That's the reason for the overpopulation, it seems. And there are so many people, right? And out of them, 75% of those folks will find in the Mumbai local train. And I guess Thanos from Avengers must have traveled in the Mumbai local, and that's what inspired him to just have that snap and delete 50% of the population from the world because, hey, so many of us, right? But Mumbai locals are really epic, guys. They are just really epic. And I feel sorry for some of the folks, some of the marketing companies, right? Mountain Dew, Thumbs Up, they spend crores of rupees to come up with slogans like डर के आगे जीत है, victory is beyond fear, और आज कुछ तूफानी करते हैं, let's do adventure of a lifetime. Not required. They just could have put the actors in a Mumbai Virar local train, and that would have done it. That would have given them the adventure of the lifetime. No need to spend thousands of crores of rupees on the advertisements. And it's not just about the adventure, it's about influence as well. Let's take the example of the great Elvis Presley. I love Elvis Presley. Can't help falling in love. Wise men say only fools rush in. Then Elvis Presley came to Mumbai, went to the other station, and rewrote the entire song. Wise men say. Everybody rushes in. That's the state of a Mumbai local. And that was the inspiration for Elvis Presley to rewrite his song. Guys, before COVID, I was a regular local commuter. I used to travel every day. But during COVID, it's all restricted. Only few people can travel. It's not allowed for everyone else. And what else can the authorities do? Expecting people to follow social distancing in a Mumbai local is like, I don't know, expecting Lays to have a packet full of chips, expecting everyone here to turn on their cameras. Never going to happen, is it? Or the unimaginable. And Toastmasters Club of Pune West will know what I'm talking about. Expecting people to call Toastmaster Swarangi as Toastmaster Swarangi and not Swarangi, Swarangini, or Swararagini. It's that level of expectations, guys. because your hands will anyway produce all the liquid, the sweat, then a Mumbai local would be the appropriate place for you. Anti-corona, let's bond together. How many of you have traveled in Mumbai locals? Yeah, perfect. And you all of most of us here are Toastmasters. So now you will relate to what I'm going to talk about next, right? Mumbai locals are somewhat related to Toastmasters, right? Our Toastmasters values are encapsulated beautifully in the acronym RISE. And that's the position you have to always be into in a Mumbai local because there's no place to sit. You have to be risen all the time. Toastmasters is all about connecting people. And in Mumbai local, you literally connect with everyone because, like I said, you're at a breadth space from each other. Toastmaster teaches you to push yourself to achieve your desired goals. And that's exactly what you need to do in a Mumbai local. You have to push yourself out to get down on your platform. Otherwise, not possible. And last but not the least, and my favorite, the female railway attendant, the announcer, must be a Toastmaster. Greets the listeners, absolutely no filler words, and always translates. Next station, Dadar. Agla station, Dadar. Purza station, Dadar. And you know what? Even follows the rule of three. Amazing, isn't it? Must be a Toastmaster. Oh, I miss Mumbai locals. Today, people like me who have been regular commuters, when we see empty train coaches, no stampede, no arguments, no yelling, no body odor, things just don't seem right. It's hard to imagine certain things, right? For example, getting a COVID appointment at the first slot, not possible. You have to click refresh after a minute, all slots are full. You have to keep trying and again. Or expecting people to follow the lockdown restrictions. It's just hard to imagine certain things. Toastmasters and guests, now that the lockdown restrictions are relaxed, let's make Mumbai locals great again. Let's start traveling in them. All the international friends over here, if you ever visit India, forget about Taj Mahal, forget about Qutub Minar. Mumbai local is a place that you have to want to come here, right? That's the adventure of the lifetime, the experience that you'll enjoy. All the IT folks over here, or anyone who knows about cloud computing, remember, Mumbai local was the brainchild behind platform as a service. All the doctors out here, remember, Mumbai local was the brainchild behind local anesthesia. And remember, the revolution in telecom industry to offer free outgoing calls was first done for a local outgoing call. Mumbai locals have great place in our lives. If Toastmaster is a place where leaders are made, Mumbai local is a place where leaders grow, because growth is all about struggle. And there's no other struggle like a struggle in a Mumbai local, which is a real parameter of growth that improves your risk-taking abilities, your time management, your confidence, your learning potential. Everything is there. So guys, let's be vocal for local and let's travel in Mumbai locals and let's enjoy life. Thank you, and over to you, Saurabh.
Thank you so much, guest Harshad. What and thank you so much, guest Harshad, for making us laugh. What a wonderful speech you had. I can say you can definitely renew your membership to convert from the guest to the Toastmaster. And in fact, I have got an amazing idea now. We can start a new club for the stand-up comedians. Each week, a stand-up comedy will be there. So each week we can have such laughter. And all to all my dear guests, this is just a trailer. We have many more to go. So stay tuned. 2013, at the age of 63, he received his master's degree with a distinction in UK. In 2014, he won third place in a humorous speech at the district level in Malaysia. Based on that success, he then founded the Comic, a stand-up comedy club in Surabaya in 2015. He started performing a stand-up comedy in several cafes. He retired in 2019 from business and now he could focus on the comedy. He is none other than DTM Erlen. DTM Erlen, my experience as mature student. My experience as mature student, DTM Erlen. Over to you.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Again, my name is Arlan, and I'm from Indonesia. I'm 41 years old. Mentally, technically, I'm 71. You know, when I was 62 years old, I went to UK for my master's degree. You know, in UK, they call me as mature student. I don't know what reason is that, because of I'm mature. You know, I lived maturity long time ago, probably 45 years ago. Why do they call me now mature students? They should call me over mature student. You know, before I left for UK, I told many people about it. And most of them give different reactions. My friend from the same generation, the baby boomers, they said, how are you going to compete with those young students? They use computers since babies. They're born with technology. When they're born, they don't cry like us. No. You know what they cry? iPad, or Samsung, or depending where they are born. Yeah. So how could you compete with them? Forget it. My office staff, they like it very much. Boss, I think education is very important. I know. When the cat is away, the mice will play, right? I use my brain. I asked them to show their face on the Skype to prove their attendance. They think they can outsmart me. Anyway, my decision was final, and I flew to UK. On arrival in UK, at the immigration, my God, I saw a long line of students, probably about 1 kilometer. It could easily take 2 to 3 hours until I got my turn. And I was so tired, sleepy, I could die. But thank God, this officer came up to me and said, "Sir, would you like to go to that line, please?" And the line was much shorter. Yes, lucky me. Before long, I got my turn, and the officer checked my passport and said, "You're a student, this line is for business." My heart stopped. Oh my God, don't send me back to that stupid line. I was praying to God. But I remember, I'm a seasoned Toastmaster. I should use my communication skill. So I used my non-verbal communication skill. What did I do? I give some kind of facial expression like this. I think he feels sorry for me and let me in. The trick works. That's why Toastmaster is the best. Thank you, Toastmasters. When I walked into my class for the very first time, the students looked at me, wondering, who the hell is this guy? What is he doing here? And some students rushed to their seat. And I overheard someone said, "Do we have a Chinese professor today?" They thought I was from China. No, the first day, the first week of statistic lesson, all the students work on their laptops. Me too. Yeah. And after a few minutes, I got stuck. So I try to get help from my left, from my right, but these young students, they were extremely fast. And I was extremely slow. I couldn't catch up and I gave up. So instead of doing nothing, I try to look busy. I switched to Facebook. As I was busy reading my Facebook, I heard a loud voice coming from my back. What do you think you're doing, sir? I looked back, and it was my lecturer behind me. So I was ready for my punishment. But he didn't punish me. You know what? Because I gave the same expression, facial expression, as I gave to the immigration officer. Twice. Now, every weekend, all those young students went out having nice time, drinking, dancing, partying, and all that. I stayed at home studying. The reason is because nobody invited me. So I left stranded home alone. It's a big waste. Before I left, I studied salsa, hip hop, and everything. It's such a big waste. Every party, they didn't invite me. I asked my friend from Thailand, hey, why didn't you bring me to the party last night? What people think if they ask me, hey, why do you bring your dad to this party? So that's why he never brought me to the party. Sometimes it's good being left stranded at home on weekends because you can finish your study. And finally, I finished my study with distinctions. And that because I spend more time. It's not because I'm smart or anything, but because I study more. Just one message. There is no limit in studying. It doesn't come with deadline. So if I could do it, so could you, everybody else. Over to you, MOC.
Thank you so much, DTM Adlen, for that speech. Now, I would like to invite someone who is from Chennai. She is a Toastmaster for 2.5 years now. Habit of coordinating things, so took up the project manager as profession. She hate IT, so she joined IT area in Division D in Chennai. She is none other than Toastmaster Camellia. Did you all had a plan? Talking and leaving serial girl. Did you all had a plan? Toastmaster Similia.
You were able to take my name. Either I was going to unmute and interrupt and tell, yeah, this is what my name is. So guys, let me tell class and boxes. There were no couple seats in the cinema theaters. When once upon a time, when you used to visit the stand, unmute yourself and give a laugh. It's okay if you're in your ganjis, lungis, and you don't want to show your camellia, the same animal which is found in desert. I have a hum, but I don't carry water. Netflix and binge doing the household works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Similarly, Indian serials. And the thing I found about Indian serials, 3 things I found. First one, Netflix show, you need the popcorn, Pepsi, Coke. But for watching Indian serial, you need tissue paper is very important for watching this Indian serial. Because for a comedy serial, for a comedy film, you have comedies. For action, it will be Avengers type and action. But in Indian serials, there are so many types of crying. Happy crying, sad crying, dialogues with crying, dialogues without crying, before dying crying, and I don't know why are they crying. But there is crying everywhere and you need the tissue paper. And in next, if you see in your Amazon app, a girl stating what type of tissue paper and displaying like what type of tissue papers to buy, that will be me, guys. Yeah. I have ordered so much in this lockdown that I can tell you what type of tissue paper is needed. If any one of you in the crowd have tissue paper, just show it to me and I can certify that whether it's helpful for the serial or not. So that's what I am, a tissue paper girl now. That's called by my Masi, that's my auntie. Like English is a very sweet language. They don't differentiate anything. Aunties and uncles. But in other language, we have Masi, Bua and all that going on. But in English, it's only auntie and uncle. So I'm the tissue paper girl for that. Second thing I found is the friendships. How encouraging, how kick they give to their life. Similarly, I also have friends, who call me at night, 2 o'clock, stating, hey, how are you? How life is going? And me answering for my bread, yeah, it's going good. Hey, what happened? Is everything all right? Yeah, everything is all right. I just need your Netflix password. Dude, I forgot that. So I have friends like that. Even I have friends who, just tell me, hey, hi, what are you doing now? Did you sleep? Hey, no, I did not sleep. Tell me what you want to sleep. No, just go to sleep. So these are the type of friends I have. The third friend of friends I have are the alcohol friends. In every house party, you get some friends who wanted to show their unsupernatural, unseen by anyone, the supernatural power they have after 2 drinks. And I have such friends. Once, one of my friend after drinking told, come, let's go for a drive. I was like, okay, bro, chill, we'll go for a drive. Yeah, after drinking, he was on full high and he wanted to drive. But I wanted to just tell him, bro, you can go for a drive, but you don't have a driving license. And I'm not ready to go to jail at this 2 a.m. So please, no, we can be friends, but I can't take your blame. Sorry, leave it. And the third thing I found is similarity between our parents. My father is a very sweet person. But every sweet person have here and there some misses. Yeah, he is also the Gajini, Amir Khan Gajini's thing. He has taken it very seriously that he has applied it in his lifetime. Yeah, one day he went to market. He forgot my mom and came and told me, wow, the ride was very silent today. I was able to hear the music. I told, father, you left mom there. That's the reason. Second day, what happened is, he told he was discussing about plants. We were so much discussing our plants give oxygen and all that. Suddenly he told it's a 250 rupees plant. So he started with he started with economical, went to mathematics, and that's how our discussion goes for 2 and 2-4. So he's a Gajini, guys. And I decided, let's go and help him out by giving that Gajini chits to him while going out for the rations to bring all the things. But finally, what happened is, now I am doing it because my firm found it like better than to tell him 100 times, you go and get all the things. It's lockdown, so I'm ordering online. Yeah, I can be the big basket girl too, who will be ordering everything online now. Yeah, anyone have any doubt, please contact me, guys. Remember, it's camellia, the desert animal. Remember that. And the last thing I found is I am like, when I was giving cat, I killed. The most important part is logical reasoning. I am like killing it. I'm a killer of it. Like they tell egg is broken, I will be like, why it is broken, bro? I want to have it. I don't want to break the egg. So I know I'm killing in it, but the cereals give me a real insecurity because they don't only kill logic, they are killing science, physics, chemistry, biology, everything at one go. You know, there is a heroine who has to save the hero. The heroine will be in India, the hero will be in US, but still without visa, they will be somehow connecting and saving the hero. So you see, they are killing all the three subjects at one. And friends, let me tell you, there was some message in my whole set. If you're getting it, you are artistic, a true artist. But if you didn't get it, it's okay. Just that you're artist, but you're not identified by others. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Camellia, for the wonderful speech. Do I see all the attendees? Are they all on their seat, or are you lying down on your floor with the laughter? Wait. We still have many things to go. Now we will be having a speech by Toastmaster Ravi and then a workshop by him. Now I would like to call upon someone who is a second place winner of District 101 International Speech Contest this year. District 101 is in the Bay Area, United States of America. He is also a district finalist for the Humorous Speech Contest 2020. Wow. He has been a Toastmaster for 7 years. He has completed his CC manual and is pursuing many pathways, including the engaging humor, motivational strategies, persuasive influence. He is the vice president education for his home club and a president of a Toastmasters debate club. He is also a mentor for the International Toastmasters. He is an engineer and has masters in the microwave engineering. With a huge round of applause, please help me welcome Toastmaster Ravi, Naked Truth, Toastmaster Ravi.
Thank you, Saurabh. Yes, I am spotlighted. It is the first day of my freshman year in college. Freshman is like junior, senior, super senior. Freshman is the first guy who enters the college. It is the first day of my freshman year in college. I just checked into the boys' dormitory and started studying. I always do that for the first 2 days. Suddenly, somebody opened the door. The guy looked a couple of years older than me. You can tell that by the length of his facial hair. He looked at me and said, "Go and tell all the freshmen there is a mandatory birthday party tonight." And he took away. He never told me when, where, whose, and am I supposed to get a present? I walked up to the next room that was full of freshmen or juniors. I told them about the birthday party and the room became quiet. One guy stood up and said, "I hate this." And he ran away. Other guy jumped out of the bed and said, "I'm done with this." And he ran away. After that, everybody else ran away. I never knew birthday parties are so frightening in this college. I found a dude in the corridor, told him about the birthday party, and asked, "Why is everybody running away?" He looked at me for a second and said, You just got here, ah? Yeah, I just got here. Find yourself a hiding place and buy a tiny tent. What tent? That night, I wore my best clothes, like today, wrapped up a birthday present, found the birthday party room, knocked on it, and entered. As soon as I entered, I am shocked. There are 5 seniors sitting on top of the bunk bed and looking down towards 20 freshmen who were all standing naked. That was the time for me to run away. Before I could get to the door, somebody grabbed me. Before I knew, my clothes were gone. There I was, standing naked with a birthday present in my hand. I know why you guys are laughing. I am glad I had it. Others had none. The typical pattern is they will call you in front of the room and ask you to introduce yourself. It's similar to what we do in Toastmasters, guest introduction, except you're standing naked. The problem with introducing yourself in a naked crowd is making eye contact. If you make the eye contact for too long, you give a wrong impression. And I have this bad habit of looking down when not making eye contact. That was the worst thing ever. After some time, you figure out the best place to look is look at the ceiling. Hey everybody, my name is Ravi and I am from China. China? Then I realized this is a different kind of birthday party. This is ragging, hazing, and bullying. Now, the second problem is looking at somebody introduce themselves in a naked crowd. The problem with looking at somebody introduce themselves nakedly is your brain tends to imprint their image onto your memory. And the next day, when you see them, you don't recognize them with their clothes on. And if you recognize them, you keep recollecting their old image. You might need to say, I'm sorry, sir. I don't recognize you with your clothes on. Can you please get naked so that I can recognize you? Everybody in the crowd is either sad or scared, except this one guy. He's the same guy who told me about tiny tent. Rest of us were standing naked, and this guy is wearing a tiny pink underwear. That was the tiny tent. The dress code for this birthday party is either you wear a tiny pink underwear or you wear nothing. This dude slowly walks up to me and says, "Hey dude, are you really from China?" "Hey dude, I am naked and you are almost naked and you are in my personal space." I don't want anybody in front of me, and definitely I don't want anybody behind me. Get out of my space. This guy is 4 to 5 years older than everybody else. You can tell that by the length of his body hair. That night, I learned 4 naked truths. 1, when everybody is running away from something, you better run with them. Don't stick around and get naked. 2, birthday parties are very strange in this college. 3, men wearing tiny pink underwear isn't that bad, especially in some situations. And finally, these guys take their dress code too seriously. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravi, for that wonderful speech. Now we will have a workshop by Toastmaster Ravi on Comedy Night with Ravi. Comedy Night with Ravi, Comedy Night with Ravi, Toastmaster Ravi.
Thank you, Saurabh. Let me see if my sharing options are working. Yes, they are. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Please take the greetings appropriately based on your local time zone. And if you guys are wondering, it's 6 a.m. for me. I'd like to begin by thanking Toastmasters Pune-West for giving me this opportunity, and Swapnil and his team for making this event possible. For this workshop, I would like to share my knowledge, experience, and my procedure on how to write a good comedy speech or a stand-up comedy. Most of you know, communication is more of an art than a science. In science, we have only one correct answer. But in communication, every rule has an exception. And there is no right answer all the time. In this workshop, I'll be mostly comparing tragedy versus comedy. Now, if we are talking about comedy, why are you talking about tragedy? The point is, tragedy and comedy are the same. First, we can learn better if we compare 2 things. 2, comedy and tragedy are 2 sides of the same coin. 3, comedy and tragedy. Tragedy plus time is equal to comedy. Because of these 3 reasons, I will be comparing tragedy and comedy throughout the workshop. Now, this workshop, I'll be talking about 4 things. I'll be talking about building a character, building the story, ending the story, and getting laughter. These are the 4 things that we'll be talking. This session will be mostly interactive. We can communicate on chat, and you can also unmute and talk about it. So let's get started. I like to share a few things so that I can get interaction from the guest. I think you guys can see my slides. You can unmute actually.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. The Naked Truth stand-up comedy workshop. Okay. Introduction. We spoke about this. Introduction, building a character, building a story, ending the story, generating laughter. Now, a question. What do you think is a tough speech to write? You can write the number in the chat. Is it tragedy speech? Is it comedy speech? Is it inspirational speech, informative speech, or influencing speech? Can you guys chat? Okay, I see so many twos here. Wow, comedy. Oh, 5. Influencing. Wow, that is true. That is true. Okay, many people think, okay, but none of you think tragedy is tough. And informative. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Vishal thinks influencing is tough. That is true. That is true. Shardul thinks influencing is tough too. Shardul, can you unmute and tell why do you think influencing speech is tough? Shardul, can you unmute yourself? Toastmaster, do they have rights to unmute themselves?
Yes, yes. Actually, he
Okay.
has unmuted himself.
Okay. Shardul, why do you think influencing speeches are tough?
The one thing I've seen is we have to get the all elements of ethos, pathos, and logos. If any one of the element is missing, then the speech is not complete and we cannot influence our audience.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well said. Now, all these teachers have their advantages, disadvantages, limitation, and advantage. Let's see. Now, let me stop. Let's begin by how to build a character, building a character. Building a character is extremely important for comedy and especially important for stand-up comedies. Most of you have seen that many stand-up comedians use the character as their main pitch. They have a character and they just talk about it. Now, we can understand character better if we compare comedy and tragedy. Tragedy needs a hero. In tragedy, the hero is strong, brave, wise, handsome. He can sing and he can speak without filler words. In tragedy, the capability and the character of the hero is above the average human. He's better than everybody else. That's the reason we call him a hero. Tragedy needs a hero. When tragedy needs a hero, comedy needs a clown. Where tragedy needs a hero, comedy needs a clown. Now, the characteristics of clown are opposite to that of a hero. Our clowns are flawed. They have filler words. They may not be beautiful. They're weak, lazy, and all these characters. Now let's look at, in my speech, The Naked Truth, you can obviously see the clown. Can you guys see this clown in The Naked Truth? Say yes in the chat window. Yes, of course you can see the clown. Now, let's see some of the characteristics of a clown. When making a clown, we need to understand the characteristics. Yes. What are the clown characteristics that you have seen in the being scared? Did you see him ignorant? Did you see him innocent, lack of social skills? Did you see him weak, or all of the above? Can you please type in the chat? I see chat coming up. Yes, scary. Any more? Just type the number. All of the above. Oh, wow. Thank you. You guys are indeed paying attention. Now, let's go to the next slide. Building a character. Now, in your humorous speech, what are the characteristics that you want to give to your clown? Do you want him to be lazy? Lack of self-control means getting too angry too fast? Do you want him to be ignorant? Or do you want him to be lack of social skills, carelessness, annoying? Or do you want him to be, do you want him to have an accent? Which of the characteristics do you need? Oh, okay, somebody wants an accent. Any more? Vishal likes lack of social skills. That's wonderful. Vishal, did you see lack of social skills in the speech Naked Truth?
Yes, I think I did.
I see. Okay. Thank you. Carelessness is a wonderful thing. Manasi, yes. Manasi, carelessness. We can make a lot of jokes about carelessness. Have you seen stand-up comedies on that, Manasi?
I haven't. I mean,
Oh.
I'm not a stand-up comedy watcher, but I do watch sitcoms, and this is a very common characteristic in all the characters.
Exactly. Thank you for bringing that up. Now, would anybody like to unmute and talk about any of these things? Lazy is really good. Vikas, you said you like ignorant. Would you like to say something about it? Okay, Abhijit, why do you think accent is good?
I feel when you're doing a dialogue, the different vocal variety immediately catches the audience's attention and it surprises me. And that makes me laugh.
Exactly. That is the reason we say clown could have an accent. He could repeat himself. He could have filler words. But probably he can't sing flawlessly and he can't talk flawlessly.
Actually, that reminds me of Chatul from Three Idiots, who has an accent, who lacks all the social skills, who is annoying, and above all, that becomes a good character who can make you laugh.
That's wonderful, Shardul. That's true. Similar to like movies, we need to build character into our speeches. Even it's a comedy speech or a stand-up comedy. Stand-up comedians use the character a lot. Some of them entirely rely on the character and execution of the character. Let me stop sharing and let's go on to the next point. Building the story, the second point. Many of the comedy stories that we see are actually a result of a tragedy. They say comedy and tragedy are two sides of the same coin. For example, in my speech, The Naked Truth, the story is really about a kid who goes to the college. He gets ragged and then he drops off of the college. That's actually a tragedy story. Even though the content for tragedy and comedy are the same, but the way we look at it are different. For example, the content are the same, but the format is different. When I say format, I'm talking about the screenplay, the accent, the delivery, the opening, and the ending. All these things are different in format. Now, comedy results in tragedy, but only after some time. Comedy can't be tragedy immediately. For example, now you can't really make jokes on coronavirus when we are in a pandemic. But probably 10 years from now, this would be a great joke topic. We can only make jokes out of our tragedy when we overcome our pain on the tragedy. It's important to see and look at the tragedy in a different perspective. Now, let's look at some of the famous storylines that our comedians and stand-up comedians use. Timer, how much time do we have?
You have 3 to 4 more minutes.
I have 3 to 4 minutes to complete?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we need to rush up. Building the story. Now, these are some of the classical stories that we have seen. Even today we have seen stories on dating going wrong. We have seen lady talk about it. Breakup in a relationship, getting drunk irresponsibly. We have seen this one today. Scared of something, failing at something, being lazy and procrastinating, love failure, arguing with your spouse. These are all actually tragic stories if you look at them, but we can make a lot of humor out of them. That is the reason tragedy brings comedy, but only after a time. Let's move on to the next subject, which is ending the story. Ending the story is very important, especially when it is for a speech. And the endings are entirely different for tragedy, comedy, and a victorious speech. In a victorious speech, our hero actually overcomes the hurdles by punching through, by fighting through the hurdles. But in a comedy, our clown doesn't fight through the hurdles, but he finds an innovative way around the hurdles. Our clown is not capable of great things. That is the reason he found innovative ways of going around the hurdles. Clown need to be creative, adaptive, and use imaginative skills. For example, in the speech, The Naked Truth, the clown actually became wiser after the end of the speech. He learned something. He learned how dress codes are important. He also learned why is it important to follow the crowd at certain points. Now, ending a story is important in these ways. Let me share something. Okay, ending the story. Okay, what are the happy endings that you can think about for these stories? For example, see, dating going wrong. Can somebody say a happy ending for this? I would say, I dated so many women and I got frustrated. Now I only date men. That's one thing you can talk about dating going wrong. Breakup in a relationship. I have so many breakups. Now I don't get any breakups because I have a dog. Getting drunk irresponsibly. Okay. Will anybody like to have a happy ending for these tragic stories?
We can have a happy ending. It's like they are saved by the big ominous character.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah.
Love failures. These are one of the classic tales that all the stand-up comedians use. Now, I went through so many love failures. Now, I don't care even my dog doesn't love me. That could be an ending. Arguing with your spouse. Oh, this is classic. Everybody comes up their own version of this thing. And we have seen this today. Arguing wife is actually a tragedy, right? If you want to live together, why do you want to argue with your wife all your life? But that is where the tragedy becomes comedy. Let's move on. Now, can you share a storyline that you thought about something that we did not cover? Can you add a storyline other than what we have? Serials that we have seen today. That is a great one for Indian culture. Age, we did not add age. Age is a good thing that we have seen today. These are all tragedies that become comedies. Just the way we look at it is different. Now, yes, somebody wants to say something?
Getting fired from a job.
Yeah. Getting fired from a job is so tragic initially. But later on, you're happy that you screwed up that boss. You're happy that you moved on. You have better opportunities. Now, these are all tragedies. Now, getting laughter. Laughter can be found in two ways. One is being different, and the second one is being similar. And the third one is imitation. We'll not go into that, but being similar and being different. In my speech, The Naked Truth, I mostly used being different. For example, in the speech, The Naked Truth, the character is actually ignorant. And the thing the audience see is entirely different from what he sees. For example, in the first 3 minutes, all the audience knew that something is wrong with the birthday party, but the character did not see is that is different. And in the jokes, when he was standing naked in the crowd, he was not worried about being naked. He was more worried about eye contact, personal space. These are the different things that we see. That is the reason it becomes comedy. Comedy comes from differences. Making sure the characters is different to the audience view. There should be a difference. That is how the joke comes from. Imitation is also a good comedy, an impression. With that, I would like to close upon. Now, we spoke about 4 things. We spoke about the character, importance of the character, and how to build a clown and what are the characters to be used. The second one, we spoke about building a story. We said many stories can come from tragedy with time. The third one is ending a story. When ending a story, a hero needs to fight through the circumstances. But in our case, a clown needs to figure out a way around the obstacles. That is how we end. In the end of a comedy, the clown becomes wise and comes and learns something usually. And the fourth one is making laughter. We spoke about how to see looks make things differently to make it laugher. Timer, looks like I am out of time. Can you confirm? Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster, can I give it back to you?
Yes.
Toastmaster Ravi, I guess we still have 10 minutes. Maybe we can use for the question answer round or anything.
Of course. That is what I was wondering. Now, since we have a little bit time, I would like to go through one more tip. And this is an extra tip, which is not in the slides. The thing is preparation. In preparation, in telling a joke, the most important thing is the punchline. No matter what, the punchline can't be wrong. It has to be told precisely at the same speed, precisely with the same accent, and it has to go through. If the punchline is wrong, the whole setup is wasted. Now, when writing a script, okay, how do you write the punchline? Look at the difference between how I speak, okay? Ravi is my name. Option 1. Option 2, my name is Ravi. In these 2 sentences, the most important part came at the end. The most important part in this sentence is my name, Ravi, which has to come at the end. So my name is Ravi Kiran. My name is Ravi is the right way to tell a sentence. It's the way to format a sentence. For example, in my speech, let me go back to the slide. Go. The rest of us were naked, and this guy is wearing a tiny pink underwear. In that sentence, the most important word is the tiny pink underwear, and it has to come at the end. If it comes anywhere in the sentence, it is the joke wasted. The problem with introduction in a naked crowd is making eye contact. The important word in that sentence is making eye contact. So it has to come at the end. If I make the eye contact for too long, I give a wrong impression. In this sentence, giving wrong impression is the important word, and it has to come at the end. Now, if I imagine me telling the same sentence different way. I gave a wrong impression by making the eye contact for too long. This sentence even doesn't sound good because I kept the important word in the beginning of the sentence. It's extremely important to put the most important word in a sentence, especially in a joke, at the end of the thing. Now, I would like to open up for some more audience interaction. Now, I hope you guys remember these are the jokes that we had. Okay. Making eye contact joke. Okay. The next one is brain recognizing naked image joke. The third one is personal space joke. Fourth one is birthday present joke. And the fifth one is body hair joke. Which of the 5 jokes do you like? Which of the 5 jokes did you like the most? Let me see the chat. Chat. Oh, 5. Okay. And who else? Okay. I see some more chats coming down. Thank you guys for being so interactive. 1, making eye contact. Okay. 2, brain comedy. 4, birthday. 4, I love the birthday present joke. The reason I love the birthday present joke is it is different from all the jokes in the speech. Because in the birthday present joke, I can say I have only this birthday present to cover myself. I can tell that. But the joke wouldn't pop. But instead, I showed it through body expression and the way I moved the present. With that, audience actually discovered the joke. They actually made it happy. Now, one more important on this. If you think away, when you tell a joke, you say, did you get it? Did you get it? But when you tell a tragic story, you never tell, oh, did you get it? Did you get it? You never say that. Because comedy requires certain innovation and creativity in your brain to understand. So comedy makes you creative. Comedy makes you happy. Any questions, guys? Would you like to ask me a question on any of the topics that we covered? Yes.
How do you come up with these jokes?
Yes. One is having a funny storyline, right? Funny storyline is you have the funny storyline, you pick up a storyline, then you build up the character, then coming up the jokes. Coming up the joke is, for example, for this speech, I have observed all these things in my life. For example, we know when we are naked, we want more body, personal space. We want to stay away from others. For example, when you are changing your clothes in a gym, you really want to be in the corner of the gym and stay away from the people. The joke came from there. Now, making eye contact. Did you ever wonder you never make eye contact in the gym, especially in the changing room? Even in bathrooms, toilets, you don't really make an eye contact. So there is a social stigma there. We just need to observe those things and incorporate into a right storyline. Next, what are the other jokes we can talk about? Yeah, body hair joke. I mean, we know this joke all the time. You know, that is one of the reasons why we wear clothes. Okay, any other question? Or Abhijit, did I answer your question? Or
Yes.
Toastmaster Illis has one question.
Of course.
Who is your favorite comedian? Rafi?
Oh yeah, I like many people. They all have their advantages and disadvantages. I like Trevor Noah very well. You guys know him? That guy's too good. That guy's too good. And one more thing that I learned was we can actually copy and change their own jokes. I mean, you can't copy the entire joke, but in the process of learning, you can modify these jokes. For example, in the morning, I said, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. That is a joke everybody is using. I leverage the joke. Now, what is the question here on the chat? Oh, so he's talking about, okay, perfect camera position, stage movement, and eye contact, camera with the lenses. What are the tips on how to adapt these? Okay, so first thing, camera lighting is, I mean, I need to show my setup then. So this is the setup. So lighting, we need special lighting especially when we think we are a professional. Now, camera is important. We need to camera we need to learn. So what I do is I have these small stickers here. Can you see them? I stick them beside the camera and I stick them in the two corners of the camera. When I do those things, I know I have to look at only those spots. I don't look at the audience when I'm doing, because in front of the camera, the small is big. Even a tiniest movement, audience can see. They are smart. Next question. Okay, Suman, what is the question? How do you modify a joke that you commonly hear? It is recommended make your own. Yes, it is definitely recommended to make your own joke, but you can definitely modify the joke. For example, in the joke, I said, I am Ravi. My name is Ravi and I am from China. Okay, this is a slapstick joke. That means I am Ravi, I am from. When I say that, everybody in the audience imagines, oh, this guy is going to say India or this guy is going to say America. But when I say China, that is different. You know, that is a slapstick. There's no real innovation in this joke. I just played with the words. These type of jokes can be copied. You can say something the same thing. Okay. Good morning, Toastmasters and girls. You know, generally it's Toastmasters and guests, but I said Toastmasters and girls. It's the same strategy. You just change the word change the word from what the people are expecting. Did I answer your question? Who is that? There are too many chats.
Yes, thank you.
The next one is, please turn on your camera, videos for participation. Okay. How to connect punchlines and storylines together. Sometimes we have more punchlines than story. How do we connect it? Yeah, I know. So, I mean, the advantage of stand-up comedy is people don't mind your story. But if you have seen all the stories we have so far are in a certain genre. All the jokes are in certain brackets. You know, one gentleman, all his jokes are on age. So the important thing is we need to separate all our jokes, put them into different pockets, and then make a storyline out of them. For example, when we are talking about aged, the gentleman talked about the story, right? He really had a story today. He had a story about his age. He's going to the airport and all these things. He has a story around the age-related jokes. The point is we need to put relevant jokes, punchlines into a block. These are all my family jokes. These are all my naked jokes. These are all my arguing jokes. And then have a storyline cook around it. The problem with this is coming with a conclusion. Conclusions are really tough. Endings are tough. I have seen many comedians just say, thank you, bye-bye, and going away. Those are okay. Now, did I miss any questions? There are too many charts for me to read. This is very informative session. That's a good problem. TM has question. Yes. Camille, can you please unmute and say his question? Swapnil? Yes, please.
If anyone's question hasn't been answered by Toastmaster Ravi, you all are free to unmute yourself and ask the question again.
Thank you. Swapnil,
I think we have one. Sorry?
Did I miss any question?
Yeah, I think there is one from Illis.
Yes, please go ahead, sir. Illis?
Okay, I'm just having a follow-up question from TM Suman. Which part do you modify to set up the punchline or the premise that you will going to modify for the joke? Thank you.
Oh, when modifying the joke, I would actually generally change the punchline. I would put the joke in the same circumstance. China, in the joke, you can change both the setup and the punchline, you know. For example, if you are okay, my name is John and I am from India, that will pop for him. You know, if you are talking about Asian person, oh, my name is Chow and I am from India. It's just the same thing, right? I'm just changing a little bit of the punchline joke, which would make it interactive. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Now, yes, and it's also very interesting and important to have a excitement. In my speech of 7 minutes, I have 2.5 minutes of excitement. 2.5 minutes was actually a little bit boring. It was only building up the story, increasing the enthusiasm. And then I popped up with the naked truth. After that, I tried going high, 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 and ended up with my biggest joke. Now, the advantage that I had is there are 5 wonderful comedians before me who got my audience rallied up. So they are in this mood for listening. Okay, how much time do I have, Swapnil? Or can you wrap it up?
You're
about
out of time.
Okay,
Yeah,
of
we'll
course.
have to wrap.
Thank you so much, guys. You have been wonderful audience. I would like to thank Pune Toastmasters West, and I also like to thank Swapnil, his team, and Toastmasters for giving me this opportunity and making this wonderful event possible. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravi, for that wonderful speech and wonderful workshop. We will definitely learn a lot. We have definitely learned a lot from it, and you will be seen in a near future many stand-ups, comedians performance from that. Now, to have some fun, we are having something for the audience also. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen? Swapnil, can you confirm?
Yes, I can see the screen.
We can.
Yeah. So I request everyone to open your mobile and go to this link, menti.com, and type this code. I'm giving you 5 seconds. I'm giving you 10 seconds for the same.
Excuse me, just can you
Yes.
wait for a while? I'm not able to connect it to the Mentimeter.
Okay, fine.
But I have to guess the song.
It will come later. I'm waiting for 10 more seconds for people to join. Go to this link. I see 15, 16 people have joined. Let's wait for a minute. Swapnil, please confirm the volume is also audible, right?
Yes, the volume is audible.
Okay, let's start. It is fastest finger first. Can you see the screen? You have 18 seconds to give answers on your screen. Okay, yeah. And correct answer is Auntie G, Auntie G. Let us see the results. And the fastest is Aishwarya. Let's go to the next section. And here is the second question. And the right answer is सूरज है मध्यम चांद जलना लगा. Let's see the results. And Mansi is on the top now. Let's go fourth question. Answer the first. This one is easy, I guess. And Mansi is the winner. Mansi has got 3799 points. Mansi will get a gift from the Toastmasters for Pune-West. Now let's move ahead with our next speakers. Now I would like to invite someone who has joined Toastmasters 4 months ago only. She is a student and currently first year in her Bachelor of Arts. She is performing stand-up comedy for the first time. She loves humor, food and fitness. Her speech title is Superficiality. With a huge round of applause, please help me welcome Toastmaster Kamaya.
See, so dull audience. Doing stand-up comedy for the first time, I was really excited. But these conductors who are conducting this event are really demotivating. I mean, how do they organize an event where there's no judge, where there's no winner, And prize money? No, don't joke with me. I am participating just for that piece of certificate. By the way, good, weird imagination. Promised piece of certificate. You know, it is better to highlight that promise because India is currently in top 100 in corruption. After the show, maybe it will rise up. Don't know, it depends on the conductor also. And secondly, I think this piece of certificate is cow's dung. You know, it is good for the skin, but I am an urban girl now, so I will prefer Himalayan products even if I trust cow's dung. But never mind. I've come so far, literally from one room to another, just to get that good Wi-Fi. I will give my piece of skit, but I must appreciate your weird imagination. Huh? Wait a second. This Who is this conductor who is messaging me? Start Gutty's conductor. I've already started. Don't abuse me like this. Huh. Start. You know, you have seen this in bus also. One will go like, take it, madam, take it. The other will go like, register, madam, register, no. The only purpose in life is to fill up their seat, eat and sleep. I remembered one more species. Logically, I didn't understand that species, but it's a fact. And once Nehru Saab said, after Kadi Tapasya, oh, we have illiterate foreigners also. So, Kadi Tapasya means curry, which is a food, but if you add curry and tapasya, it becomes hard work. So, if Nehru, he did Kadi Tapasya and sat day and night and came up with a conclusion. A quote, listen properly. He said, dude, facts are facts. That's why I said Nehru Saab and not genius. I am genius because I still have guts to stand up when there are no audience only. On the screen, not in my house. Don't come. Don't come. Anyways, I was talking about that species, no. This species is a cat family. I don't understand who Mahashay. Okay, Kamya. Illiterate foreigners, no, expect them, they will not understand Mahashay. Mahashay is a great personality, okay? So this Mahashay, I don't know who, he said that, okay, you don't understand. Tiger's family, tiger and cat come in the same family. Cat means homemade cat. Huh? So I got confused and I named my cat Shera. Shera means tiger, but none of his qualities match with tiger. If I keep my Shera in front of tiger, he will straight away eat it. Not my Shera, the tiger. So I got really confused. One does meow, meow, and other does meow. Okay, wait. I'm not a tiger. This doesn't mean if I'm wearing an attire, it doesn't mean I'm tiger. I'm a human being and I'm happy with it. So this is the only thing. And wait, if you have a doubt now, you can give me call. Wait. No, don't call me. This is a stand-up comedy. I'm joking. Don't call. I'm not sitting free here, okay? Like Arjun Aved. Don't call. Cartoon. Oh, wait. This conductor is again messaging me. He's like tick, 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 tick. What Cut is doing? He's like, audience are not laughing. Stop interacting. Oh, what a dirty person. I'll get in contact with him. I'm not naming him. It will be controversial. We have media people also who's recording this video. So no, I'm not doing that mistake. But first, I want that interaction with my audience. That's why I will feel comfortable. Yeah. So now I'm comfortable, and now I will do my stand-up comedy. Okay. So are you guys excited? Please unmute and shout if you want, because we are India and we people shout. Okay, someone is doing like this. Okay. How many people know how to write? They can shout. If you don't know how to write, they can shout. Look, again, so dull audience. What an unbelievable crowd. So I was not interested in who knows writing and who knows nothing. I'm not a teacher, no. I was just seeing who are attentive. But nonetheless, I will do my stand-up comedy. Like my definition of stand-up comedy, you know what? It's like stand up, come and die with my script. So this was a pun. Some people name it pun. I don't know why. Maybe they like pan or something. But I say pun. And if you don't understand, then you have ruined it. Thank you so much. And now I'm going because this is Sunday. Sun didn't come, but I came. So thank you. Timer, you can stop the time. Bye. Bye.
Zoom Master, can you spotlight me? Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kamal, for that wonderful speech. Now it's time for another game. Can I share my screen? My screen share is disabled. Jim, yeah. Okay. So now open again the menti.com and type this code. Let's see how many people have joined. Let's wait for a minute. I can share the link also in the chat. Toastmaster Mansi, you can start. You can at least see the questions and answers. Okay, I'm starting now. Sorry for the international guest. This was kept in our mind for the Indian audience. Okay, let's see who is the fastest finger first. Gautam is the fastest. This question. Now get ready for the question 2. From the famous Bollywood movie. Let's see the results. Swarangi is the fastest in this question. Swarangi is again fastest, and she is the winner. Congratulations, Toastmasters Swarangi. Now, without further ado, let's move on to our next speaker. Our next speaker is someone who has done ACB, ALB, LD5, EH4, Advanced Communicator Browns, Advanced Leader Browns, Leadership Development Proficient, Engaging Humor Level, Engaging Humor Level 4. He is the past president of TMCP, a Toastmaster for 7 years, currently the COO of Drinkwater Daily. How much achievements do you have? He likes the watching YouTube, Netflix, and football. He also loves reading, listening to music, traveling, and practicing meditation. With a huge round of applause, please help me welcome Toastmaster Rabin. Over to you, Toastmaster Rabin.
Just excuse me, someone's at my door. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Please excuse me for that.
Stage is yours, Toastmaster Rabin.
So good evening, everyone. I hope all of you have had a great time today. And hope you guys got vaccinated. Yeah? Who has not got vaccinated? Please stop giving excuses that no vaccines available. Okay. I've been keeping track of that website where they keep saying, 2 million doses, 5 million doses. Who the hell is not getting vaccinated? Weird. I got my first dose a few weeks ago. I got my slot booked at the Symbiosis Women's Medical College. Probably the only time I've entered a women's college and not gone through it out. Well, let me just tell you, there's nothing to be afraid about when you go for a vaccine or getting an injection. There's nothing scary about it until the needle has to be jabbed into your flesh. On its own, the needle is not scary, but when it has to be injected inside your flesh, I feel like a kebab or something. When I went in there, I was just ready for my vaccination, and I look at the doctor. The doctor is like slowly, she's like, and my heart pace is increased. Like, doctor, please, wait. Let me just gain some composure. Composure. There are 500 people waiting, and you want time for composure. Take the please stop. She's like, okay, calm down, just breathe. Okay. What are you, pregnant or what? Breathe slowly. My doctor was like, लड़कियां भी इतना नहीं डरते. You're a man up. Excuse me, madam. It's 2021. You can't be sexist. लिंग भेद करना मना है. And the doctor is like, wait a minute, you call me madam. How do you know that I am a woman? I can see that you're a woman. Okay, but how do you know that I feel like a woman on the inside? Doctor, please don't kill me, doctor. Please don't kill me, doctor. Just give me the goddamn vaccine. Done. What? When? You're crying right now with your head down? That's when I jabbed the injection in you. It's actually, that's what it was. There's nothing to be afraid of. It doesn't even hurt. Until a few hours later. Because I felt completely fine after taking the vaccine. I went about my day like it was like just something normal, And I wake up at 2 a.m. in the night with excruciating pain in my lower back. That day I understood why old people complain about lower back pain so much. Damn, it's painful. Feels like a horse has galloped over your back. It hurts. And then 15 minutes later, I started shivering for 2 hours straight. 2 hours straight. The last time I shivered like that was in Manali, when I was sleeping at night in my leaky tent and the cold rain drenched my entire sleeping bag. Wish I had some Manali stuff to take the pain away. Just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Please don't do drugs, guys. I hope there are no kids in here. Oh, Swapnil is here. Oh my God. Swapnil, please do not Google what is Manali stuff, okay? I'm warning you. Hey, come on, guys. There's nothing to laugh, okay? Next thing we know, he's a tour guide for Kesari Travels aboard a bus to Manali, telling Punekars, Manaliचा stuff gya. Stuff Manaliचाच. Yeah, anyway, I was having some excruciating pain in my lower back. And then, I didn't know what to do. I kept one pillow under my back, 2 pillows, 3 pillows. The more pillows I kept, the more it started paining. Then finally, my dad woke up because of me crying like a sissy girl, like my doctor was telling me. And my dad gave me some, special oil. He had some special oil from some Ayurvedic oil from Kerala. He put it on my back. And it felt so great. The pain just went away. The Ayurvedic stuff is amazing. Seriously. So I was just curious. I checked the contents of that oil, I was reading like cannabis. This is cannabis oil. Fantastic. And dad is like, why are you saying cannabis like that? Nothing, Papa. But yeah, the symptoms die out eventually in 2 to 3 days. I had that fever for only 2 hours. It was the weirdest thing ever. In some cases, people don't even get the symptoms. My dad didn't get the symptoms. Can you believe it? He was sitting here telling me, at your age, at the age of 27, I had 2 jobs. Okay, fine, geez. Just because I'm not coming to the office. By the way, my dad is my boss, so I have to face a lot of criticism, even at office, even at home. Did you read the news about Farhan Akhtar? How he got his vaccine dose? So apparently he just tweeted out, his experience of getting vaccinated, and many people complained like, as far as we know, at that vaccine center, only senior citizens are allowed. Cut, jugad, nepotism. But I always knew Farhan Akhtar was just an old guy deep down inside. He sounds like an old man on auto-tune, right? And he sounds like his throat is always dry, like an old person. दिल क्या कहता है मेरा क्या मैं बताऊं तुम ये समझोगे शायद मैं पागल हूं. Yeah, old people are crazy. I'm just kidding, guys. We have all the old people here. But yeah, I mean, there are so many people skipping the line and stuff. One of the most irritating things at every vaccination center is the photo booth out there. Why is there a photo booth? Because everybody's crowding over there only. The one thing that you're not supposed to do during the corona time. Everyone is posing like, what is this? Hey, guys showing their bicep. Okay, fine. You don't have to show off. God. But yes, guys, there's nothing to be afraid of taking the vaccine. If you're having some kind of vaccine hesitancy, throw it out the window. Please keep us alive. Keep yourself also alive. All right. Whatever symptoms you get after taking the vaccine, you're supposed to get it. That's how you create the resistance against the coronavirus. All right. So please spread the message. If there's any dumbo who's saying, I'm not taking the vaccine, you develop magnetic properties and whatnot, just give me one tight slap. Over to the MOC. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abin, for that wonderful, humorous, and joyful speech. The totally relatable in current situation. Now, I would like to invite someone who is a stand-up comedian, a TEDx speaker, a member of a Everest Toastmasters Club, Nepal. Toastmaster Seema. Over to you, Toastmaster Seema.
Thank you so much. And hello, everyone. May I request all of you to switch on your videos and unmute yourselves if you don't have background noise, because you can't do a comedy show without responses and laughter and giggles. Yes, it has to start with Swapnil and Swarangi and Maitreyi. Thank you so much for unmuting yourself. Hello, everyone. So recent study shows that the two most frequently asked questions in recent times are: one, when will this pandemic end? And two, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
That is another. Yes, I would request Toastmaster Ilios to please. I wish I could hear that laughter. I was like, he was almost going to fall off his chair. No, unmute yourself. I don't want
Yes.
emoticons. The emojis are not good enough. Thank you so much. Yes, everyone, even Akshay, Nitin, Mansi, Sahas. So yes, I am a Toastmaster, and I strongly believe that Toastmasters can transform a person. At the risk of sounding like a typical cliche tele-shopping salesman, this is what I'm going to say. At first, my life was very dull and boring. I did not have any friends or career. Even my husband wanted to leave me. Then I found Toastmasters, the magical pill. After that, my life became fun and exciting, and I have friends and a career now, and now my husband also doesn't want to leave me. Well, the last part is actually not true, because he would still want to leave me considering the number of jokes I make on him. With that, I would like to tell everyone that I'm also a ventriloquist. How many of you watched ventriloquism live or on YouTube? Yes, Camelia, who have you watched?
Actually, I watched you only on YouTube.
Okay. Thank you so much. So anyway, for those of you who are wondering what ventriloquism is, you're soon going to know. And I promise to each one of you that this is going to be the best ventriloquism act you'd have watched all day. Please do show me your videos, because then my friend is not going to come out. I don't usually work alone. I have a friend right here, and I'll give you a background about him. He's old and he's rude because he had some issues in the past, like drugs, rehab. Oh, cut the crap and get me out of here, okay? Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jack Denials. Have you gone crazy? No, I haven't gone crazy. You're talking to your computer. No, I'm not talking to my computer. There are a whole lot of people watching us doing this. Who, these guys? Yes, all of them, they're watching us. So can you just say hello? Hello, 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 and all that shit. Sorry about that. And why are they all sitting so closely without their mask? It's dangerous. Wear a mask. Yeah, they are not wearing their mask because they're all in their own houses. They're all in their own boxes. Yeah, so the boxes is our own house. We're sitting in our respective boxes. They're all still alive. It's not those kind of boxes. This, if they don't sit in these boxes and if they step out, then they are likely to, get. Oh, okay, yeah. So, Jack, I want you to say thank you to them. Hi, because they were all giving it up for you. I didn't see them giving up anything. Hi, but give it up means clap and welcome, and that's what they did. Oh, so just can you be nice? Okay. Thank you, and you be nice. What do you mean? I am nice. Then how the hell aren't you clapping? I'm not clapping because I can't clap with one hand. I has another hand anyway. No. This is embarrassing. This is how ventriloquism works. Yeah, right. Yeah, that is how it works. Then why don't we switch places? What do you mean? You can sit here and I'll put my hand up. Shut up, Jack. You have to be appropriate. What the hell is appropriate? We are basically here in a Toastmasters gathering. What the hell is Toastmaster? Can you not use the word hell and shit over here because it's not allowed? You just said it. Oh, okay. I was telling you not to say it. You said it. Okay, I said it. But, and what is Toastmaster? So Toastmaster is a club. It's an international club. Woohoo, international people. Yes. And here we learn how to speak. You don't know how to speak? No, I know how to speak. We learn how to make a toast. You don't know how to make a toast? Not that kind of footage. You take bread, you put it in toaster, and it pops out. That's how you make a toast. No, not that kind of a toast. You learn how to raise a glass and make a toast. Okay. So what have you learned? I have learned this. What I'm doing right now. What are you doing right now? I'm doing ventriloquism and ticklish. No, I'm a ventriloquist and ticklish. Say ven and tree, low, quist. Did you just mix up? Okay, now say ventriloquist and ticklish. Basically, what I do is the voice of your voice is coming out of me. I'm putting words in your mouth. Oh, so you're treating me like your husband. No, I don't treat my husband like that. Look at all the married guys laughing. How do you know that? Yeah, if they're married, they know what it feels like. Okay. So, Jack, you want to tell everyone why are you called Jack Deniers? Oh, because I like to be in high spirits. Yeah, okay. For high spirits, you have to be called Jack Daniels, not Deniers. Oh, so then why Jack Deniers? Because I'm Jack and you live in denial. Jack, I don't live in denial. Look where your hand is. Did you wash it? Yeah, I did wash my hands. Did you sing Happy Birthday to you when washing this or doing this? Yeah, I did sing when washing my hands. Okay. So what are we going to do today, Jack? We have to do jokes? No, that's what comedians do. I don't want to do jokes. No, we have to. That's what we are here for. And I do jokes, they'll get offended, and then I'll have to go to jail. You will not go to jail. No, it's difficult for the comedians. You can't make jokes without offending people. That's not true. It is. It's not true. You can do jokes without offending people. Can you do it? Yes, of course I can do it. Then let's see this. Okay. Fine. So I'll teach you how to do jokes without offending people. Yeah. Okay. So two guys walk into a bar. Sexist. Okay. How about two Indians walk into racist? Okay. There were these two dogs and a list. Okay. Two roses flourished. Okay. There were these two incest. That's not even a word. Pessimist. Can you just stop it? Insist. I can hit you. Sadist. I can make you stop talking if I want to. Ventriloquist. That's a good one, Jack. But a lot of people are not getting your jokes. Well, a joke is like sex. How is a joke like sex, Jack? Not everyone gets it. Anyway, that's another word you're not supposed to use. Which one? I'm not going to say it because you're not supposed to use. Then how would I know which one? Okay. So you want to leave everyone with a nice, good message? Okay, fine. So just tell everyone something nice, some take-home value. Okay, go on, say it. Whatever you do, give your 100% in life. Okay, that's a good one. Whatever you do in life, give your 100%. Yes, except when you're donating blood. Then don't give your 100%. Okay. Be bold. Any other public speaking is one of the biggest fears in the world. Yeah, and you should always learn to face your fears. Yeah, that's a good message. Learn to face your fears. That's why her husband hasn't left her. He faces her every day. Okay. One last message, something really strong. Okay. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, that's true, because life begins at the end of your comfort zone. What if the comfort zone is your house? If you step out, then you're not brave. Yeah, actually, in these times, do not say step out of your comfort zone. Stay in your houses. Yeah, stay fit. Don't leave your houses. Okay? Yes, that's good. And Jack, can you be nice? You be nice. Okay. I'm so sorry about that. No, she's not. We have come to the end of the show, and look at Swapnil laughing. And that's night time. I'm Jack Teniles, and I'm Seema Golcha, and back to the host.
Toastmaster Seema for that wonderful, insightful, humorous, joyful. I'm speechless now. I'm out of words. It was very wonderful, and for the first time in the world of the Toastmasters or in any online platform, I have seen this. In India, definitely we have many people, but this is definitely great, and I am definitely going to call you in my club also. I will definitely connect you after the show. Now, yes.
I feel it deserves real claps, I think. We should give real claps for her. It's really amazing.
Wonderful. Just put a, I guess we can give a standing ovation if possible.
Thank you so much for calling me, and thank you, Swapnil, for this fantastic. Thank you. Now you switch on your videos. When I was asking you, you didn't.
Thank you so much, Toastmasters Seema again. And you all were the wonderful audience. Now I would like to hand over to the organizer. He is a Toastmaster since February 2016. Currently an intern at Marriott International, bachelor's in commerce graduate, advanced diploma in tourism management, and he learns Spanish and Japanese. He is none other than Toastmaster Swapnil. Before that, I would just like to say two more words. Can you put me on a spotlight again? Yeah. Before that, I would like to say only few lines. Thank you, Toastmaster Swapnil and the team for inviting me. And I wish to connect all of you. You can see my number on the screen. You can get connected with me anytime. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Swapnil. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Saurabh Gandhi. It was a pleasure to have you as a master of ceremony here today. I would like to thank each and every one of you for your presence today, for being a part of this event. I would like to tell we had more than 50 registration, 50 people who had attended this event, and it is indeed a very good number. And we had many Toastmasters from overseas, for Toastmasters from other clubs, and we had many guests who had attended this meeting. So thank you so much everyone for attending this very big event. I would like to thank each and every one of you for that. I would like to thank Toastmasters Club of Pune-West for providing me this opportunity of organizing a stand-up comedy event. It was indeed, it was a pleasure for me. Guests, so today we are having many visiting Toastmasters and guests. For the benefit of guests, I would like to tell you, this is what Toastmasters is all about. So you all must be wondering, what is Toastmasters? Toastmasters is a non-profit organization based on public speaking and leadership skills. Internationally, we have more than 1,000 clubs. There are more than 90. There are more than, I don't know, but there are many clubs in India. In Pune, we have more than 90 clubs, and Toastmasters Club of Pune West is one of those clubs. We have different events that happen. So stand-up comedy open mic was one of the special events that had happened. We have district contests, we have international speech contest, table topic contest, humorous speech contest, evaluation contest. Then we also have club outings where we go on sometimes in summer, monsoon or winter. We have summer outings, monsoon outings, winter outings. Then we have a moments of truth session and the open house meeting where you get a brief insight of what exactly Toastmasters is. Then we also have an annual district conference called Eloquence, and this is the fun part of Toastmasters, where we all meet. There are different contests that happen during this time. There are cultural programs, annual social gatherings, and most importantly, we have fun night. And fun night was part of the annual conference eloquence. We also have different educational sessions and which are indeed inspiring. Then Toastmasters itself has different other activities on the occasion of we also have Marathi special meetings, Hindi special meetings, local language special meetings at different clubs. And then we also have tall tales. Tall tales is another thing which we have. Toastmasters speak leader and that. We also have a Toastmasters leadership training program where you get to know about all the XCOM roles, what leadership, etc. Now talking about this day from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if you want to know more about what is Toastmasters, what is the joining process of Toastmaster, how to become a Toastmaster, you can get in touch with our Vice President membership or the President of our club. Vice President membership is between 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And again, we will be having some special activities, interactive sessions for the guests visiting Toastmasters. So please, it is really a grand event, a grand occasion. 500 is a very good number. So I would urge each and every one of you to attend this milestone meeting. To know more about that, you can get in touch with Mansi and Atharva after the meeting. Now, I would like to thank a few people who have helped me in control and conduct of this event behind the curtains and during the event. So I would like to share the certificate of participations for them as an acknowledgement and as a recognition. So Toastmaster Mansi, can you please give me the screen sharing rights?
You have the rights, Swapnil.
Okay. Just a second. I'm an certificate. 1 second. Certificates is not coming. Just a second.
Swapnil, do you want me to share the screen?
Swapnil, if you are speaking, you are not audible.
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Is my screen
Yes.
visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so someone who explained the ground rules of the meeting, who also read out the club missions and welcomed us all. She is none other than Toastmaster Shruti Gandhi. I would like to, Toastmaster Shruti Gandhi, is she here?
I can't find her in the meeting.
Okay, can we have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Shruti Gandhi? She did an excellent job. She was the vice president. She will be the upcoming vice president membership of Toastmasters Club of Pune-West. So if you want to know more about Toastmasters, you can get in touch with her as well. Toastmaster Mansi, can we take the photos of the certificates?
Yes, Varangi will be clicking the screenshots.
Toastmaster Swarangi, you can click the screenshot.
Yes, it is done. Can you switch on the slideshow mode so it will be much better?
Yeah. Toastmaster Shruti Gandhi. Let's have a huge round of applause. You took a screenshot, right? Toastmaster Swarangi?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Then someone who played the role of someone was the host for today's meeting and who organized the games and activities and kept us engaged. He is someone from Bibbewadi Toastmasters Club, and I must say we really enjoyed both the games. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Saurabh Gandhi. Can we spotlight Toastmaster Saurabh Gandhi with the certificate?
Is this all right, or do you want me to remove Swapnil while clicking the screenshot?
Sorry.
Toastmaster
It's
Sarangi,
fine.
are
He
you
is the
done?
presenter, so all the three are visible here.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Okay. Someone time management and the meeting does not extend by hours. We had Toastmaster Maitreyi. She played the role of, she ensured that the meeting started on time and ended well on time. She ensured that the speeches were well in time and the workshop followed the time management aspect. So let us give a huge round of applause to Maitreyi Deshmukh and let us spotlight Toastmaster Maitreyi.
We can move ahead.
Okay. We had a team of Zoom master, and one of the Zoom master, he's from Hong Kong, and he has helped me a lot. Up Zoom master, he was the one who has also helped me to get stand-up performers. The idea of adding music, then the idea of adding pictures of the Toastmasters Club of Pune-West club meetings was of Toastmaster Jim. And I want to tell you one incident about Toastmaster Jim. So we had a small demo meeting last week to check the audio, video, and if everything is perfect. He was in Australia, and it was like 8 o'clock IST, and in Australia it is around 1 a.m. to it is around past midnight. But despite of that, he attended the demo meeting and he ensured that the things went well and things went in accordance. So let us, sorry.
Go
Continue,
ahead,
Swapnil.
Swapnil.
So yes, so huge round of applause for Toastmaster Jim Van, and let us have him spotlighted.
Yes, done.
We also had Toastmaster Mansi Kasande. She was also she ensured she also did a very good job. She ensured that the chats that the recording is done, the screen sharing, everything is happening. There are no technical glitches, everything. So let us have a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Mansi Kasande. Toastmaster Mansi Kasande is also the upcoming president of Toastmasters Club of Pune-West. So let us give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Mansi Kasande. Can we move ahead, Toastmaster Swarangi?
Yes, yes.
Yes. And we had Toastmaster Swarangi Naiksatam, who was also the Zoom master. She also ensured that there are no technical glitches as such. She also did the screen sharing and everything. She was the backup Zoom master. So you did a very good job, Toastmaster Swarangi. Also, the certificates and everything was done by Toastmaster Swarangi. She was the one who handed me the certificates. So good job on that, Toastmaster Swarangi.
Thank you, Toastmaster.
Toastmasters
Helped in that. So yeah.
Toastmaster Swarangi is also the Vice President Education of Toastmasters Club of Pune-West and upcoming Vice President Education of the upcoming term. Toastmaster Ravi Adu Sumili. Let us have a huge round of applause for that inspiring and informative stand-up comedy improv. This is something which was really very informative. I have learned a lot and there were so many takeaways from this session. Let us give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Ravi. And one thing I want to add about Toastmaster Ravi. So I guess Toastmaster Ravi is from Canada, and it is around 6 o'clock a.m. in 6 a.m. in Canada. So he got up early in the morning and he hosted this session. So this really takes a lot of effort. This is something which is really a great commitment and dedication. Give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Ravi for his commitment towards this role. Can we spotlight Toastmaster Ravi?
Done.
Yes. Moving on to the stand-up comedian to guest Harshad Zogrekar. It was really a pleasure to have you for this event, and he has a popular joke clicker meme. So I would encourage you all to follow this page. He's really a very good comedian and he posts a lot about all those trending memes that are going nowadays. So let us give a huge round of applause for guest Harshad Zogrekar.
Yeah, thanks, Swapnil, and thanks everyone else. Had a great time. Sorry, I can't turn on my video right now. Not because I'm in country, but for some other reason. But yeah, it was great fun to be here. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Thank you so much, guest Harshad.
Yes.
Okay. Toastmaster Khushbu Mishra. So she did a fabulous job. I got your reference from Toastmaster Vivaswan Damle from our club, and I want to thank him because you did a fabulous job. It was really a pleasure to have a comedian like you. Good job, Toastmaster Khushbu. We would really like to see you at our club meetings if to deliver maybe a stand-up comedy or something. You did a fabulous job. Let us spotlight Toastmaster Khushbu Mishra.
Is she there in the meeting? I can't find her.
Okay, she has I think left. Okay, she's not there. Let us okay then have you taken the screenshot, Toastmaster Swarangi?
Yes.
Okay, let us move on further. Distinguished Toastmaster Arlan Settiawan. He is from Jakarta. He's from, I think, Empire Toastmasters Club, Jakarta. The idea of organizing the stand-up comedy actually, he actually told Distinguished Toastmaster Arlan a comedy workshop called Coming. And a month back, I had attended this workshop, and that is the time the idea of stand-up comedy came to my mind. So all credit goes to you, Distinguished Toastmaster Arlan. He is from Empire Toastmasters Club in Jakarta. So it was a pleasure to have you here, Distinguished Toastmaster Arlan. Can we spotlight him? Thank you, sir.
It's really a great event.
Yes, done.
Moving further, Toastmaster Camellia Sengupta. She's from, I'm sorry, I'm not able to pronounce this name. Well, I'm sorry, whatever. I'm not able to pronounce the name of that club. She's from Chennai, I can tell you that, and she did a fabulous job. I really like the humor of the TV serials that you presented. It was a pleasure to have you, Toastmaster Camellia. I got your reference from Toastmaster Jim, so it was a pleasure to have you here for this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Swapnil, for the opportunity. It was very great to come and try the comedy. I had a great time.
What is the name of your club? I'm sorry, I'm not able to pronounce it.
It is Medavakam Toastmaster.
Okay, Medavakam Toastmasters Club in Chennai.
Yeah.
So can we spotlight Toastmaster Camellia and take a screenshot of the certificate?
Done.
Okay. Toastmaster Kamya Parab. Are you really doing the stand-up comedy for the first time, Toastmaster Kamya?
Yes, I am.
It looked as if you had been practicing for a decade or something. It's professional stand-up comedian.
I don't know. Means I was rehearsing it continuously, but I missed a lot of things from my script. I forgot, but it was really great, and it was a really great opportunity. Whatever I spoke in the script, it was just on the lighter side. But yes, conductors. Yes, that's what you are.
You should. I believe you can represent the district. You can go to world champion public speaking. Probably you will come first.
That's pretty huge, but thank you so much. It is pretty huge.
Next is Toastmaster Rabin Shetty. Toastmaster Rabin Shetty was it was really a pleasure to have you, and I have.
Swapnil, are you there? I guess we lost Swapnil.
We lost the conductor.
Yeah, let's wait for a minute.
I think Swapnil was actually thanking Rabin for his.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think all of you have done a great job, especially the team that who has managed making this. For those of you who don't know, organizer's job is one of the stressful jobs in the world. The top 5 stressful jobs, organizing event organizers lie in the top 5 after military, pilots, and firefighters. So you all should appreciate yourself for making this event successful. It was flawlessly executed.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi. Till Swapnil joins back, is there anyone who has any questions related to Toastmasters? Do we have any guest here? I see Swapnil in the meeting room, by the way, so we will resume this in 1 minute. Swapnil, are you back?
Yes, I'm so sorry. There was a network failure in my area. I'm really sorry for the same. I the last certificate. I'm just a second. Okay. Toastmaster Rabin Shetty. Let us have a huge round of applause for him. Did we take the screenshot and spotlighted Toastmaster Rabin?
Is not in the meeting.
Okay. Toastmaster Seema Golcha from Everest Toastmasters Club. I really like the ventriloquism puppet that you had brought, and I think I would really invite you for one of the Toastmasters meeting. You can definitely have it. People will really enjoy this. I really like that ventriloquism part of your speech. Do we have Toastmaster Seema?
No.
I guess we'll take the screenshot for the same. Let us take a screenshot.
Yes, done.
Okay. With this, we come towards the end of today's session. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'm planning to come out with part more on a hybrid platform next time, where people from where we can attend virtually as well as physically. So I'm planning to come out with part 2, and we can make this more obviously this was very interesting. We all have enjoyed, but I would like to come up with part 2, and I'll make it more fascinating and exciting. Thank you so much. Thank you so much visiting Toastmaster. We had Toastmaster Illis from Empire Toastmasters Club who has visited. Thank you so much for attending. Then we had many Toastmasters who have attended from different or different corners of the globe. Thank you so much for making up for this event. And now I would officially open up this session, informal chit chat. So if anyone wants to say anything, you can go ahead, or we can, if there are